All right, I am finally here and I'm here for good. All right, so we will begin trading again as the market has given a clearer picture. But first, I sincerely apologize for the long silence. We are here. In fact, I have been looking into the charts every single day. Most of the big traders, most of the professional traders are completely out of the market for as things really got very unpredictable, and the best thing to do is to sit aside. All right, so now we have a better picture, and so we are going to be analyzing the market just to see what has been going on, and of course, if we find any valid trading opportunity, we will begin trading from now on. Okay. All right, before that, let's look into the Forex Factory economical calendar to see those high impact news announcements that are scheduled for this upcoming trading week. As you can see, it is more of the last, in fact, more of the last active trading week for the year, and we have a good number of high impact news announcements that are lined up for this upcoming trading week. More importantly, you can see the OPEC all-day meeting on Wednesday. You can also see the FOMC right here for the American dollar. Okay, you will also see employment data. In fact, these are heavy, high impact news announcement. Interest rate for the sterling pounds. All right, so we are likely going to be having a very busy trading week with much market volatility, maybe just to end the year. Okay, all right, so having said that, you of course need to be extremely careful with all of these high impact news announcements. Now let's look into the charts and quickly analyze the market. Okay. All right, now the analysis we are going to be conducting right now is a high quality market analysis, and so you need to take every single bit of advice very seriously, as the chances of them playing out just the way we are going to analyze the market is very high. Okay. All right, now the euro against the American dollar. Let's begin from here. Let me zoom in the chart so you can get a clearer picture. Okay, now this is the monthly time frame right there. You can see how price simply took off right away, then went sideways a bit and again pushing to the upside. Well, we had expected price to come back retesting this area, which is more or less the key area of support before we can see a push to the upside, but that didn't happen. All we saw was a little pullback, then bang to the upside. All of this happened within the American election. Well, now we are getting some clear picture. Let's look into the weekly time frame. In the weekly time frame, this is the level I was talking about in the monthly time frame. Okay, and that was the pullback, which didn't quite retest that level and then to the upside. Well, this gives us a hint that we may likely be seeing some form of a range in this place. All right, some form of a range. We may likely be seeing a range. What type of range could that be? Well, you will see that we may be having something like that. All right, some sort of an expanding triangle. So you need to be extremely careful hitting on your buy button, especially at the current price level. So let's just connect all of these highs. Okay, let's keep it right here. The weekly time frame, also leave it in the monthly time frame. Okay, then now to the downside, we're going to keep this area. Okay, let me adjust this level again. Okay. All right, so that's it. Okay, now this is what we are expecting, that price will find resistance around here and may likely come back down to this area for another push again back up. So effectively, this is what we are looking at. All right, an expanding triangle in the euro against the American dollar. So you need to be extremely careful hitting on your buy button, especially at that area. You want to be extremely careful. Let's look into the daily time frame. daily time frame, let me keep this in the weekly so we don't get confused. All right, also this in the weekly. Okay, now in the daily time frame, we had previously analyzed this pair where we called for that range and also this range right here. Now this range got violated. This one here got violated. You can see price now right up there. It failed to come back down. All right, you can also see that it gave price some tough time before it eventually broke to the upside. Okay, I was actually watching this flat top triangle, and when it broke to the upside, the continuation move was quite a dirty one, and so we totally avoid it. All right, so now what are we expecting? Well, you can also see that price may be having let's see, maybe let's just connect these highs. Okay, no, I think that's not what anticipated. Let's take it from here. Okay, then this one here. Sorry about that, just give me a minute. Okay, all right, I'm expecting okay, I need to be very precise with my line. Sorry that I'm taking too much time. Okay, so now you can see we got this form of range right there. Okay, so price was initially in this range, now the next range, and now we are seeing some form of a channel again. All right, so right here I had mentioned that you have to be extremely careful going long around that area. So if price breaks to the downside, well, we may come back down again. So for the euro against the American dollar, in as much as price is still bullish, still to the upside within this channel, this potential channel, will be very hesitant looking for buying opportunity. At least now we have been able to identify the possibility of this pattern. Okay, all right, so that's it in the weekly time frame. Price may be trading around resistance area, so be careful hitting your buy button. In the monthly time frame, okay, maybe still some form of resistance. We may, all right, let me just we may be having this sort of a candle close in the monthly time frame. That sort of a candle close. So if that candle closes that way, we may be seeing a push to the downside. All right, and from here on again, bang to the upside. Okay, that's what we are expecting, a potential range around this zone. After that push goes sideways, then maybe a push again or a break back down. All right, enough of this. Let's move on to the next pair, the euro against the Japanese yen. Well, this is not any different from the euro against the American dollar. You can also see that after that push, we may be having a sideways price bias. Okay, right now price is trading at resistance level. This is our support area. Let's see that clearly in the okay, before that, you can also see that this trend line to the downside, this one here to the downside, had given way. So now we may readjust that trend line looking at this level. Okay, that area right there. So we'll just place it there. Even though if price wants to come down from here, the next level of support will be somewhere in here where you have the trend line and also these levels right there. So I'm going to readjust to this level. Okay, so I'll just keep it as an area right there. Okay, that's it. We may have price come down all the way. Okay, may have price come down all the way. Anything can happen. Like I said, it is trading around resistance zone right now. You can see that in the weekly time frame right there. That is resistance. This is resistance zone. Okay, right there. And the candle close. This candle is a very bearish candle. It is looking quite bearish. That price may be coming down in this way. So for the euro against the Japanese yen, be very careful, as price is right now on resistance area, and we are seeing that hint the price may be coming down. Okay. All right, now let's look into the daily time frame. Daily time frame, where you can see the congestion for a few days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days in a row, price was sideways. So in the shorter time frame, we could have a range right there, and at best we want price to break below that range. To break below, then we'll look for short opportunity. We will look for that in the very short term, the 4 hours time frame. You can see that range I was talking about. That's it. Price is trading around long-term level of resistance, so if we get a breakout here, we'll be looking for short entries. All right, so that's it. Be careful when long, price may likely come down. The euro against the Swiss franc is another interesting pair in the monthly time frame. Let me just quickly take out these levels. In the monthly time frame, you can see the price has been bearish for quite a while and may resume that bearish direction. If we have this trend line was actually broken. Okay, it was actually broken right there, but you can see the breakout lacks momentum, so we may be having a range. That usually happens. Let me just remove this level. Keep it right here. All right, so we anticipate in range, that level there as resistance and this one here as support. So price will be coming down again for another bounce to the upside. So a possible range, directional buyers will likely be bearish in the weekly time frame. Let me take this out. Okay, we had what's more of an expanding a standard triangle. This is resistance area. Directional buyers is to the downside, still bearish. Let's see the daily time frame. In the daily time frame, I am liking the fact that price has broken out of this range. You can see the range right there. We seem to be pulling back to retest that area, and from there for a short opportunity. So this is on our radar. Let's wait and see if we get that reversal move in the daily time frame of the euro against the Swiss franc. Okay, so that's it. So we'll follow this. It's on our radar. Hopefully we'll find a valid trading opportunity to go short. In the sterling pounds against the Japanese yen, monthly time frame, what do we have? Just want to show you. Price has been sideways for quite some time, for several months, and also trading around resistance area. That means you should be careful hitting on your buy button against that area. In the weekly time frame, lots of hesitation, heavy hesitation. We may also have maybe some small channel formation right there. So in the daily time frame, we have that channel, that lower level of the channel, this level here as support. That's the lower channel leg. Then I am also liking the fact that this range has given way. All right, this range right here has given way. Price is now sitting right below the range. So if we get pulled back to that area, we should be looking for valid short entries in the sterling pounds against Japanese yen. The sterling pounds seems to be losing strength in the 4 hours time frame. You can see that level. This was a fake breakout. It has been broken. If we get a pullback, we should be looking for short entries in the 4 hours time frame. All right, so that's it. Next one is the New Zealand dollar against the American dollar. Well, no need to waste too much time here. Price is also trading at a very dangerous area. That area should act as resistance. At best, we expect price to make some pullback to this zone. So at current level, it's extremely risky to hit on your buy button. In the weekly time frame, price is losing steam. It is running out of gas. You must be extremely careful clicking on your buy button. In the daily time frame, you can see an evidence right here that price may be coming down in the New Zealand dollar against American dollar. So be extremely careful hitting on your buy button here. Price may come down. All right, sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. So you can see in the monthly time frame, this is a standard range area. You can see that's a standard resistance zone, and this is a standard support zone. For several months, price has remained sideways. Price has been flat. The chances here is that after this push to retest resistance zone, the next move should be to the downside. So the sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar, price is maybe tilting towards the downside. We had analyzed this pair over and over. In the weekly time frame, you can see that triangle formation. All right, and right now price has broken below that triangle formation. We should be looking for more downside in the sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. In the daily time frame, well, not really clear, but of course you can see that channel, former channel formation where price has been swinging up and down, has finally given way, and price is pointing to the downside. So we're more interested in short opportunities in this pair. All right, let's see the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar in the weekly time frame. This is an interesting pair here in the let's see the okay. Now in the monthly time frame, you can see the price is trading around a key area of resistance. You really do not want to hit on your buy button around this area, even though it seems to be pointing to the upside, but then it is not ideal, it is not safe to go short, to go long around that area. Okay, we actually anticipated a flat bottom triangle, but price seems to be funding with that place for just too long. So we are going to keep a standard range. All right, remember at the end of the year you may likely see ranges around, so we're going to keep a standard range. That's it, with this level here as this one here as resistance, and this one here as support. Price retest resistance, came back down, went back up again, going back up again to resistance area. From there on, when we see another push to the downside. So this is a sideways price behavior that we are anticipating. So we'll be looking for possible short entries at this level of resistance. Okay, so we just need some failures around that zone. All right, nothing clear here. Let's see the Australian dollar against the American dollar. Similar price behavior here. I am very optimistic that the current candle might close in a fake breakout, and of course January we should be seeing some pushes to the downside, giving the American dollar some strength. Okay, so right now we have this level here as our key level of resistance. This breakout is not yet confirmed. The candle is still active. We need to wait for that candle to close. All right, in the weekly time frame, this is what I am anticipating that we may be having in the Australian dollar against the American dollar. Maybe having this. Let's see. Okay, that's the upper boundary. Let me draw the lower boundary. Okay, I'll keep this one right here. All right, so Australian dollar against the American dollar. That means at current level you must be extremely careful. All right, don't hit on your buy button. Price has come down, gone up. We may have price come down again, maybe for another push or a breakout to the downside. So this is an optimal area of possible resistance, although it is not confirmed yet. But you need to anticipate this type of pattern, especially that we got a long run to the upside, so price may likely go sideways. Okay, so this is potential resistance for the Australian dollar against the American dollar. All right, what else? Nothing else. You can also see in the daily time frame, you can see the type of candle that we're having right there. That should be a hint that the next candle should be to the downside. All right, finally, the American dollar against the Swiss franc in the monthly time frame. Well, I just want to quickly show you what is possibly going on here. This was our previous analysis with this level here as a support. You can see a breakout pullback to the downside. Well, we have been looking for the possibility of an entry even to the downside, but there are odds around there that we may not want to look into these short entries. Now, there are just too many counter trend lines facing this pair as it pushes to the downside. If we connect this, just all of these are lows, you see those lows, just connect them together. All right, let's do that here. Okay, all right. Okay, so with these lows, just connect everything together. That area there is support zone for the American dollar against the Swiss franc. Again, if you take up this level, let's see this level right here. All right, so you will see that we have that area. There's resistance, this one here, right here. All of these were fake breakout. Okay, fake breakout. Now price just ended up swinging up and down, then coming down again to that area of support, and we may see a bounce to the upside. So be very careful hitting on your sell button against that level of support. That's what we are seeing in the American dollar against the Swiss franc. In the weekly time frame, let's see. Weekly time frame, ideally this is what we should have, some form of a flat bottom triangle. Okay, the breakout has happened. We should now be looking for continuation move. But hey, look at the candle that has closed right there. That's a strong doji. All right, it's a very strong doji. We may be seeing a reversal any moment soon to the upside, but for now we cannot at the same time hit on our buy button against that level of resistance. So we need to wait and see what's going to play out before we want to jump on board in this pair. Okay. All right, so that's it. Nothing much. The summary here for the American dollar against the Swiss franc is that price may be trading around support zone. All right, price may be trading around support zone and should likely bounce from that area. So be extremely careful hitting on your sell button here. Okay. All right, quite a long market review, quite a lengthy one. I'm sorry about that. It's just that we are coming back full swing to trade the market again. So let's see how things goes with the pandemic still out there, but easing off, and the development of a vaccine. We hope that trading activities will return to normal and the erratic nature of price will no longer be there. Thanks for being around. If you have questions, as usual, send them across to us and we'll be very happy to respond to them. Wishing you a profitable trading week ahead. Bye-bye.